everybody, this is Jacob Turner here from ChasingCinema.com. Today I'm going to be talking about the fact that there was a 90s movie called The Craft that actually is being developed for a remake. Sony announced that they're going to be remaking the cult classic 90s hit The Craft. If you aren't familiar with the title, if the name doesn't ring a bell, for some reason I'm very familiar with The Craft. It was one of the VHSs that we owned, and I remember watching a lot as a kid. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure what enticed my parents to buy certain movies and why there were some movies we owned and there were so many greats we didn't own. But The Craft was one that we did, and I remember watching that quite often, actually. The film followed a group of teenage girls, I believe 4 of them, who had these, powers in witchcraft. And, it just kind of taught, we had the bully, the leader, and the newcomer, and the nice girl, and kind of how their divide begins to happen. And I remember just some really weird parts. Like, I remember the main character was able to shape herself like anyone else. I remember that one spell they put on this girl makes her lose all of her hair, so she's like in gym class and she's washing her hair and her hair is falling out. Now, mind you, I probably haven't seen this movie in over a decade, maybe even longer. Nah, a decade's a long time, but at least, no, that actually might be accurate. It's 2013. I'd say that. I haven't seen this movie, this was the last time I watched it was on a VHS tape. I've always kind of wanted to revisit it because I have these memories of it, and I would like to see how it looks now because I'm sure it looks a lot different than how I imagine it. But either way, Vicky Valancourt, the character from Waterboy, the Waterboy's love interest, is who plays the main girl. Can't think of her name off the top of my head, but I know Nev Campbell was in it. And the movie was made for about $15 million in the 90s, and it grossed over 55. So it was one of those like, ooh, hey, we should make this movie on a really low budget, and then try to make a lot of money off it, which is obviously a common thing we see. But we obviously know we're also in a time when you really can't make much out of $15 million. So maybe now it'd be $55 million and gross so much more. But some films are lucky. I'm not saying no movie can be made for under $55 million and be successful. That's not what I'm saying. But majority of the time, obviously, we've learned marketing, everything like that. It costs a lot to make a movie. Now, how Sony's going to go about this, I don't know. Because, personally, I don't feel like the teenage witchcraft group, that kind of made every girl in the world go to Hot Topic, because this is that movie. That movie was like black lipstick and wear like Hot Topic type gear. And I'm not trying to stereotype, I'm not trying to generalize. This is true. Like, there's actually a really strong connection in that. I mean, Hot Topic Soul was like kind of going off the Craft type deal, and they really pushed for that movie. So I don't think I'm just generalizing here, but I don't know if that's what's in demand right now. I don't know if people want to see the Craft movie rather than seeing, well, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of fans from the 90s love that movie. It's not a movie that I talk about a lot, so I can't say if I've even met someone who's seen The Craft or loved The Craft to the point where they're like, oh, they're going to remake that. I'm all about it. But at the same time, it's not a movie where I'm like, ugh, don't remake that, please. Because, hey, it's obviously been, nearly 20 years, I'm assuming. If it was made in 93, 20 years would be 10, 13. Yeah, so I'm gonna say nearly 20 years, 15, 20 years. I'm not saying it was made in 93. I think it was obviously made in like later 90s. I want to say like 97, 98, but anyway. So we're close to 20 years. And hey, it's not a property that people are care so much about, that if you change it up or do something different, people are going to flip. But also, I don't think people want the same exact movie either. So I'd be interested to kind of see where they go with this movie. But obviously, remakes and reboots have kind of been the thing, and it's not going to surprise anybody. This isn't going to shock anyone. No one's going to flip out over it. I mean, like I said, maybe the diehard cult fans that I don't know that out there exists, or Craft fans, I'm sorry. Well, cult of the Craft fans out there, I don't know. But we'll just have to kind of see. The original producer, Doug Wick, is going to produce this film with Lucy Fisher, so Doug Wick was the original producer on the first Craft, and he's going to be rejoining and producing with Lucy Fisher. THR reports, is a quote, I have to read, so that's why I have paper. Well, I take notes, just it's what I do. I'm a critic. Every time I watch a movie, I take notes. When I read something, I take notes, because I do all the stuff top of my head. I have no script. This isn't a script. This is me just kind of talking about something, so sometimes I need a reference, so just bear with me. THR was reporting that director Leigh Janiak, the director of the 2014 horror film honeymoon, and also I believe it directed an episode or two of the upcoming MTV show Scream, was impressed execs with her take on a female empowerment tale. Now, if you want to read this full report, as always, you go to chasingcinema.com, hit that news button, and you'll be able to find it, or just go to the chasingcinema.com homepage. You'll be able to find all the movie news updates we do. You'll find this video, and then you'll be able to click and find this full link. So, obviously, if, as THR is reporting, they decide that they want to go with a female empowerment story, which, again, I haven't seen the film in a long time. I don't remember the craftiness of it being a female empowerment film. It was about females, which in itself was pretty strong, because, you know, women unfortunately don't have the luxury of being the leads as often as they deserve. You know, and that has been a major topic. I mean, there's tests. I forget the name of the test, but there's a test, actually. I can't believe I'm spacing the name of it, where people say if this movie is actually, you know, offers a strong female lead or a strong female character, and it's shocking. The numbers are shocking. I've talked about it a lot. I talked about Ava DuVernay yesterday, and I talk about this out quite often, just because to me it's really shocking that we've had film for a very, very long time, since the late 1800s, and women still haven't really been able to find their voice and their representation as often as they should, because it does happen in this modern time. But we are trying to change that. So a woman is going to direct this project, which is a good thing. I honestly couldn't tell you who directed the first film, if it was a woman or a male, but hopefully she brings a really great theme and tells something new with the craft, because, you know, I don't know why it's kind of mixing in, but my thoughts always go to, my thought usually goes to Carrie, the remake starring Chloe Grace Moretz, a movie that could have been so awesome. We could have modernized it, told a great tale again, but fresh and new. And to be honest, the Carrie remake was just like the first movie. It really kind of just mimicked everything, besides the introduction of YouTube and being able to shoot what's going on your phone. There was no modernization to it. There was nothing fresh about it. So it was like, okay, I can either watch a not so great movie that does the exact same thing in this movie that's 10 times better. You know, it gave me no incentive to watch the remake over the original. The original is one of my favorite horror films, so obviously it was already against tough odds. But you do something like Ghostbusters with an all-female cast, again, you know, good thing. I'm incented to watch that and the original because it's so different. I've always said, if you're going to remake or reboot something that people love, do something different with it. Run away from what they want. Run away from what they expect, because you're just going to fall in a trap. You're not going to be better than the original. If they remade The Goonies and told the exact same story, it would fail miserably. If they retold The Goonies into something completely different, you might have a shot. But Goonies is obviously one of those properties, definitely one of those properties where people are like, don't touch the Goonies. You know, and honestly, I don't know if they should, but that's another story for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you could go to chasingcinema.com. You'll be able to find this video. You can find the full report. Let me know what you think about them remaking The Craft down here in the comment section. Show your support by liking or favoriting this video, and we can take this conversation one step further if you follow me and Chasing Cinema on all of our social media channels down here in the description box. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. You can tweet me, Facebook me about movies and questions and movie news, as well as just see what I do in my life on Instagram, you know, write reviews, watch movies. That's pretty much all I do to record these videos. So anyway, go check out the Instagram, check out the Facebook, check out the Twitter, show your support by liking, favorite this video, but most important, above all, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because each day I'm uploading videos talking about what's going on in the world of motion picture, doing movie reviews, film news, casting details. Today I talked about the trailer, or like the 6-minute clip from the Supergirl TV show. Yesterday we were talking about the New Mutants movie, the X-Men spinoff. We were talking about Ava DuVernay and the fact that Marvel is wanting her to direct something possibly. So there's a lot going on. There's every day there's stuff going on, and I talk about it every day. I update this channel every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't. So make sure you're a part of everything that we talk about here at Chasing Cinema. Hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Toronto. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and please continue chasing cinema.